Hello everyone. Wow. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for being here. If you stuck around over the past 12 days of my absence, I thank you very much for being here, for still supporting the channel. And I've lost about 70 or 80 subscribers, as have many other readers, many other truth tellers and speakers. And many people out there have been experiencing this. So whether those are people who left on their own accord or whether they got kicked off the channel, I will never know. And yet it very much feels like it's time for all of us to really speak our truth. And so I know that my truth won't resonate with everybody, and that's fine. I'm completely okay with that. The reason that I've turned comments off temporarily is because this is a very intense time. Things continue to ramp up in intensity and passion. And so it's like, where do I even begin talking about what's going on in the world? So what I want to say to you guys is I appreciate you all so very much for being here for all of 2020 and for being here still on the channel in 2021. We've done an incredible job of building this community, and I'm so thankful for the ability to do this. This is my job. This is what I do for a living, and I'm very grateful to each and every one of you, whether you're quiet and silent on the channel or whether you comment, whether you've gotten a reading from me, whether you've donated to the channel. It doesn't matter. I'm grateful for everyone. And so for that reason, because we are in very uncertain times, I wanted to create a second, like a backup, but it could very well become a primary platform in the near future, and that is Patreon. So if you guys pay attention to my community posts, you'll know that I've mentioned Patreon over 2 or 3 different posts over the past few days. I have that up and running. I have not yet posted on it because my guys have had me quiet for the past about 2 weeks since, the last time I posted here was on New Year's Eve. And I've really been doing a lot of deep inner work so that I can give back more to you and be more energized in doing so. And that was very important for me, that I'm able to give back as much as possible. And I have to, of course, fill my cup. And I know that all of you understand, and I thank you so much for your patience again. So please join me over on Patreon. It's a way to support me. It's a way to support the channel. It's a way to support the growth of the channel. I'm asking for a nominal amount. I have 3 different tiers: $5, $10 a month, or $25 a month. And if you just would like to donate to the channel, you can do that always through PayPal. There's always a link below in the description box. No pressure at all on any of this, but just know that I will likely be moving my videos in the near future over to Patreon, maybe even over to Vimeo. So I want you guys to be prepared that in the event that something happens to some of these larger social media sites like YouTube, I want to ensure that we still have a home for this channel. So I would love to see all of you over on Patreon, and I would love to be able to connect you on a deeper level. I really want to be able to share more of my truth, and I want to be able to speak more freely. And so that's another reason that I'm moving over there. I have to keep things a little bit generic on this channel because of the censorship and because of everything that's going on right now. So I have to be very careful in what I say and how I phrase it. And it's becoming harder and harder for me to do so because, as we all know, we're in the age of Aquarius now, and the truth is coming out. So please join me over on Patreon. And if you do decide to join the upper tiers, the $5 is a general, just really supporting the channel, getting access to all the videos. The $10, you get more benefits. I can't remember exactly what. And then the $25, you will have a private community where we will be able to speak. I'll be able to answer questions, and I'll be able to, the $10 and $25, you guys will receive bonus videos. And for the $25 a month, you're going to receive a sneak peek. You're going to receive early access to the videos, and I'll be able to do videos per request. So let me know what you guys think about that. And if you give me just 1 minute, I'll be right back. Stay tuned, guys. I'm still here. Okay. I'm still here, guys. I just had to let a kitty cat out of the room. Okay, so yes, so that being said, guys, there is definitely some changes going on, and I hope that you will join us over there. So I'm going to do just a short video because my battery is dying. And I did want to pull a few cards. I hope I can make it to the end. If it gets cut off, just know that the battery died. And I'm going to be creating more videos for you guys. I just really needed to take that time, as I'm sure all of you were feeling. I really was integrating the changes and then, getting hit over the head with what happened last week in the United States, and really needing just time to myself and time to meditate and time to really truly understand what I was feeling about everything. So let us get into the cards. So I have chosen the Secret Language of Animals and the Elemental Oracle, And I'm actually going to pull out the Queen of the Moon Oracle as well, because we do have a new moon in Capricorn tomorrow on January 12th, the first new moon of 2021. Anybody who's a Capricorn or has Capricorn in any significant placement is going to feel this. Anybody who is Scorpio is going to feel this because we have a link to Pluto. Anyone who is Taurus is going to feel this because this new moon has a link as well to Venus energy. So Venusian energy, Plutonian energy, these are some heavy energies. So we're going to be doing a lot of reevaluation, guys, okay, over the next couple weeks here. A lot of reevaluation. There's a very intense energy that's linked to this new moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is my workhorse of the astrological wheel, okay? Capricorn is really all about, it really is all about work. And so this is going to see us really rethinking our entire life, and there's going to be a lot of restlessness in the air, in the energy, if you haven't been feeling that already. You're going to be asking yourself things like, what do I really stand for? What am I here for? What is this life? Is my work, because work is definitely going to be a theme for many of you with this new moon in Capricorn. Is my work something that is really benefiting me or not? Is this really what I want to continue doing? Do I want to start to go in a new direction? So you're going to be forming new solid directions. There's going to be a lot of questions coming up at this time over the next 6 months with this corresponding energy, but not maybe a lot of answers. So the answers are going to come in time. So you're going to need to be really at peace with some of that restlessness, okay? There's a lot of mysterious energy linked to this new moon, which of course is a Scorpio sun in Venus. I think it's very exciting, but some of you might not. Some of you earth signs want something solid. So you may not get solid answers, but know that you are starting to develop this solid direction in your life. So the overarching energy, which I love, is that of peace for the masculine and feminine, for the divine counterparts. What I love about this energy for this reading is, right, this is the first reading that we are doing together for 2021. And the first card to come out is that of peace. So I feel like many of us have been sitting in this energy of our inner altar, if you will, because what's going on outside is extremely chaotic, extremely disruptive, extremely divisive, and frenetic. There's just this frenetic energy. So we're going within to find our peace, which is exactly what I was just telling you guys that I have been doing over the past several weeks. And I know many of you, many readers, many small business owners like myself has really had to pull away over the past couple weeks to really just get grounded again with everything that's been happening. Where do I stand in all of this, and what does that mean, and how can I use my voice as power to speak truth to the collective? We're also dealing with sovereignty, okay? So this is a powerful new moon. It's a powerful time to be a human, to be alive. It's a powerful time to have a voice. Okay, and however you choose to use your voice. So this is a time of divine sovereignty, and I strongly feel like this is linked to the feminine energy really coming into her sovereignty. And so many of you, as we go into 2021, this is a new year. And this is, I believe it's a 5-year for the planet, right smack dab in the middle. And if you know your life path number, you'll know what number you are on as far as in the year of 2021. So for instance, last year was a 9 year for me. This year is a 1 year. You take your birth day and your month, and then the year 2021. You take that number, reduce it down to the lowest number, and that's your life path number. And then you can discover what your life path is. I think I'm going to start doing some readings on life path because it's really fascinating. So understand that we are in a year of epic change. We are in a year of destruction where the old order, the old programming, the old systems have to be destroyed in order for new to be created. It's destruction and creation all at once. It's that scorpionic death and rebirth energy that we need. Okay, so I want to tune in for a moment here with the feminine energy. So Spirit, can you tell us what's going on with the feminine energy at this time? Feminine, you're exercising your free will. Okay, so the masculine energy is feeling this. What I'm strongly feeling at this time is as the feminine steps into a place of deep inner peace at last, because peace was not had in 2020. The feminine, a lot of feminines were stuck in longing energy. There was this long separation for many in 2020. And for some, it got initiated in 2020 and it lasted through the entire year. And then we had, of course, all the events of 2020. So for a lot of feminines, you were feeling very lonely. You may have been dealing or healing deep abandonment wounds, rejection wounds from your counterpart, codependency wounds, and of course mixed in with any sort of family healing and family wounds that needed to be tended to as well, relating to mother and father energy. So a lot of deep healing that the feminine energy was doing in both the masculine counterpart, their feminine energy, and the feminine in her or his feminine energy as well. Okay, so as you step into this energy in 2021 of sovereignty, of really being in your divine power, knowing your place, knowing your mission, and focusing on that and nothing else. And really, it's like peace or nothing. Like there's nothing. If you're not bringing peace into my life, you have to go. That's a very strong statement to make, but that's where the evolved feminine is. And if you're not there yet, you are getting there. You are on your way. So don't worry. You're not behind. You may be in a different wave. I don't even necessarily believe in waves. I think we're all just coming together as one collective. Okay, but you could, some people like to see it as waves, but you are definitely coming into this energy of a deeper sense of self, a deeper sense of inner balance, a deeper sense of inner peace. And you're exercising your free will, and you understand that your thoughts create your reality. Okay, your heartbeat creates your reality. Your ability to discern creates your reality. Your ability to react or respond or to choose not to creates your reality. Okay, you have more control than you ever knew possible or you ever thought possible. So the masculine energy, there's been a shift. There truly has, guys. The masculine energy is actually feeling, and I don't fully buy into runner and chaser energy, by the way, anymore. I've evolved in the way that I see this connection. But if you want to say it in that terms, because a lot of people know those terms, the divine feminine is sort of sitting in the Queen of Swords energy and has been for a while. She's cutting out people and experiences and jobs and things that do not serve her or fit her anymore. They don't fit into her reality. And so as that happens, the masculine's becoming the chaser and the feminine is actually becoming the runner. I don't love those words and I don't love those descriptions. But there is an uncertainty in the masculine energy right now because the feminine is in this really solid energy within herself where the masculine's like, have they forgotten me? And I feel like the masculines are feeling what the feminines felt last year. This is not like, and I told you so. This is not, it's not revenge. Okay, so if you're in that energy of you want to tell your masculine, I told you so, or it's like, you deserve it. I had to go through that last year. Then you've still got a lot of work to do. And there's still a lot of lower vibrational energy that needs to be transmuted because it's not at all about that. And the masculine is now the one asking, the universe is now asking the masculine energy to have patience while the feminine goes through this transformation, this transformative process within herself or himself. Interesting because my oh my, how the tables have turned. So now the masculine is sitting here anxious and restless, wanting to enter the feminine's domain, but not being invited in yet. You can see he's like, I'm not invited to the party, like I'm late to the party. And the feminine is in her own, like she is her own universe right now. She is her own galaxy. I'm going to write that down because I like that for a title. So the feminine is her own galaxy right now. And feminines, again, if you're in that energy of ha ha ha, told you so, or you deserve this because this is what I had to go through last year. I felt I had to be patient and I had to watch you go through your transformation. Then it's time to really look within, and it's time to do some deep inner digging and searching and healing, feminine, okay? Yeah, but the masculine is scared of losing the feminine, but he's actually battling his own inner resistance to this connection. Like, okay, let me rephrase that. He's no longer resisting the connection. Okay, Spirit's like, no. He's in resistance to having to be patient because he really wants to step forward. I know you guys are feeling this energy, and don't shoot the messenger. This is why I don't promise communication at a certain time, because I do general readings on this channel. It's a collective reading for almost 10,000 people or whoever watches the readings, and there's no way that I could give a personal reading. So if it feels like a personal reading, it's your reading. But if it doesn't resonate, click off and check another reading on my channel. Wait for tomorrow's reading. You don't have to resonate with every single reading. And as I evolve in my journey and as I'm evolving on my mission work, you may start to not resonate with me anymore. Or I'm going to get new people that are going to come in and start to resonate. And that's all chill. It's all cool. It's all good. I'm totally okay with all of that. I just ask that people leave peacefully. Enter peacefully, leave peacefully. That's it. So that's why the comments are turned off, because the energy is it's like a volcano waiting to erupt. And I would rather not have to, myself or my moderators have to deal with that sort of energy. There's enough going on externally in the world, and we don't need that on our channel. So until I feel like it's safe, I unfortunately will have to keep the comments off. And I do apologize for that. For those of you who are very cooperative with, the rules of engagement, so to speak. Nourishment. Masculines are being asked to nourish themselves at this time. So the masculines are in this place of replenishment, is what I just heard. So they're replenishing after everything that they went through last year, like all the energy of loss that the masculine felt last year. They're now filling up their cup again. So the masculine is in this energy of wanting to come forward to the feminine, but the universe is still giving him the yellow light for some of you. For some, he has received the green light. Still not many, though. There's so much transition that it's going to be in divine timing. And I don't think it's going to be much longer. I think the masculines are just going to have to come forward. But it's going to be in the time that's right for your connection. Okay, we have masked owl for the masculine. Insight, wisdom, foresight. Insight and foresight, the ability to perceive, the ability to have clairvoyancy and see things before they happen. See things in your mind's eye. Third eye vision. Messenger. So I'm telling you guys, the masculines have a message. I was sitting here relaxing because my guides have had me quiet for almost 2 weeks now. And all of a sudden at 9:45 at night, my time, they said, you need to do a video. It's time. And I said, really, right now? Okay. So I'm in my PJs and it's nighttime. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. And they said, there's an urgent message that needs to get out to the collective. The collective needs to hear your voice. And there are cards that want to be read. So now I'm seeing why. So feminine, the more you let go, the more the masculine receives the insight in this connection. They understand truly and fully now. It's like everything has come full circle. And the masculine now fully understands the value, the depth, and the truth of this connection. Very much so. They want to look you in the eyes and have this conversation and tell you how much they've learned and how much they understand. There's a lot of wisdom, okay, in this owl's eyes. There's a lot of wisdom. The mask has come off. But it only comes off with the feminine. There's still a mask they're wearing to the world for many of them in their 3D life, unfortunately. They're very protective of this connection right now as well. I'm getting this download. They're extremely protective. So if they're still not telling anyone in their 3D world about you, it's protection. It's protection for your connection. Okay? But they're seeing things. They're having prophetic dreams. They're seeing things before they happen in their 3D world. They're getting a kick out of it because they're realizing that they have gifts. Wow, this is interesting. So here we have the masculine really wanting to come forward, right? Wanting to be the messenger of wisdom, okay? Wanting to come forward with all this newfound insight in really, yeah, insight into this connection. So it's like they're bursting at the seams. And the feminine's over here being mysterious. The feminine's over here like, what? What you want? Snow leopard is a very independent animal. They mate and then the male leaves, and the feminine, it's not very romantic. The feminine is left to have the child. The child stays with the mother snow leopard for about 2 years and then is left to fend on its own. The mother leaves and they grow up harshly. It's a harsh life. Feminines, you've had things happen in your life. There's been harshness. You've had things happen that have really taken you to low points and dark points, dark moments, dark chapters of your life. And so I feel like the masculine's finally having the insight to understand why you had to walk away when you did, why you called the shots the way you did and how you did and the timing of everything. And because I feel like the masculine felt like the feminine is the one who broke this. The feminine broke us. The feminine broke the connection. I would have stayed forever. But the truth is that the masculine's realizing the role and the part they played and their energy and how it contributed to getting you both to where you are at this point in time, where you're both really awake to the connection, no longer stuck in darkness, no longer wondering, was this real? Did I make this up? You're past all that. But the feminine isn't trying to be mysterious. The feminine just is mysterious because that's the divine feminine. That is the empress. That is the high priestess. She is mysterious. Okay, she has connections to other realms, and she goes there and visits there and lives there frequently. Okay, and the masculine is finally understanding. He's really in awe of this woman that has chosen him to be his partner. He's finally in this place or stage of acceptance that I am her partner. I am her destined partner. And I feel like many of these divine masculines have gotten downloads from God and received that this, especially for those that are religious or highly spiritual, they're realizing now that even if they have another partner or they had another partner, that this is my destined partner, this is my divine partner, and I'm going against God if I go against this connection. They're realizing that, I don't want to say bad things, but not so great things happen when you go against your God-given gifts and when you go against your God-given love, the unconditional love that's in this connection. It's like God is pushing the masculines towards the feminine in whatever way that resonates for you and your connection. And a lot are in physical separation still. So however that resonates, the masculine is being pushed towards his divine truth and towards his divine destiny. So the feminine is very much like evasive to the masculine right now. Her gifts are being heightened, and she has this very deep sensitivity at this time. It's a depth, it's a sensitivity to her surroundings. So feminine is very aware at this point in time of what is transpiring around her. And a lot of feminines right now, the reason why the masculine is feeling this way, like in this chaser energy, so to speak, for lack of a better word, is because the feminine is on her mission right now, fully into her mission, fully, walking hand in hand with God or the universe or whatever your higher power may be, and realizing that this is truly, your mission is truly to change this world. It is above and beyond this romantic connection. So it's almost like the feminine has had to put the romantic aspect of this connection, and the masculine has felt this, on the back burner, so to speak. Again, for lack of a better phrase or word, while the feminine goes deeper into her mission work. As you go deeper into your mission work, feminine, you're pulling your masculine out of any indecisiveness that was present in the past. Okay? The more you commit to your mission work, the more you commit to God, the more you commit to your divine path and destiny, the more, because these are destined unions under God, the more you pull your masculine towards you, the more you worry about what the masculine is doing in the 3D. This is why these are 5D readings. If you guys noticed, I'm not really talking about what's going on in the masculine's 3D world. I'm talking about what's going on in their 5D world. Okay, I'm talking about this from a higher perspective. There's a reason that I've changed the way that I do readings. So we have the energy of a change in the wind coming into the connection energy, the union energy with these divine connections. There's a change in the wind. This is that tornado energy. Okay, this is the energy of things getting sucked up, things that don't work are being removed. Okay, this is happening all over in the world. And it looks destructive. Remember, we talked about destruction and construction, or destruction and creation. It looks destructive, but what it's actually doing is it's allowing for creation to occur. True north, expansion, right? So through this change, through this destruction comes change and comes expansion. Remember, nothing is what it looks on the surface right now. Nothing. Wildness and attraction, yeah. There's definitely a pull towards your divine union, divine counterpart right now. A lot of you are feeling that. A lot of you may be having lower chakra issues, okay, gut issues right now. I don't want to go into detail, but stomach cramping, going to the bathroom a lot, nausea, diarrhea, things like that. Real fun stuff. Some of you may actually be vomiting or throwing up, okay? That's the purging energy. You may be gagging if you're not throwing up. I've been experiencing that. Again, it's super fun, super fun. And so it may sound like it's throat chakra, but I actually feel the gagging is more, it's from the lower chakras. It's really the sacral, the root, and the solar plexus, the first 3 chakras. Just want to see if there's anything else that wants to come through. The masculine is really thinking about the feminine, especially at night. So feminine, if you're still having trouble sleeping, you can thank your masculine because they're up at night. You know, they may still be keeping themselves quote unquote busy during the day, but at nighttime, that is truly when the masculine comes alive, and that's when the masculine has time alone, and that's when the masculine really ponders what is the feminine doing. They're pondering reaching out, guys, but the reason what's stopping a lot of them from reaching out is they don't know what to say. They don't know how to say it. They don't know what to say. Sounds silly, but it's like they want everything to be perfect. They don't want to fuck up. Yeah, they're waiting. They're waiting for clarity. They're waiting for everything to be perfect. They want to wipe the slate clean in your connection. They want to wipe the slate clean, and it's not that they want to erase the past, although I am hearing erase the past. Some of them are like, please, I can hear the intensity in their voices as I'm channeling them. Some of them do want to erase the past because it was very painful for both of you. And it's really just, they're saying, we want to start fresh. Okay, so the message from the masculines in this reading, in this message, is they want to start fresh. They want purity. They want clarity. They want to bring clarity in this connection. They know that it's them that has to do it. They know the feminine was clear. The feminine stood in her power, stood in her truth. The masculine knows it's them that needs to bring the clarity, not the feminine. Power. With clarity and truth comes power. They want to bring the power back into this connection. I feel like those feminines who are purging those lower chakra energies right now, if you're feeling those purges, it's linked to your masculine. And your masculine is stepping into their power at last. So I think the battery's about to die here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'd like to find out from the Hero's Journey Oracle here, I'd like to find out what is going on for these twin flames. What is going on for the union energy, please? Union energy for the twin flames. Planting seeds of intention. Go, grow, and glow. So this is a time, it's not necessarily a time of action inside of your connection, but both of you are very busy planting the seeds in your own lives. Okay, you're planting the seeds of intention. So there could be a lot of 5D activity right now, or a lot of 4D activity in dream state. So this is a time, it's sort of like the Seven of Pentacles energy, planting the seeds and, not sitting there waiting to watch them grow, not sitting there waiting or watching them sprout, but rather setting those seeds of intention during your meditations. A lot of you are going to be moving your bodies through ecstatic dance right now. A lot of you are going to be moving your bodies, getting outside, walking in nature, swimming, if you have accessibility to some body of water that's not freezing right now, depending on where you are in the world. For some people, it's summer or spring. And so a lot of mental energy coming in with that card in the Union energy, a lot of mental energy, a lot of telepathy right now, communication via telepathy. So masculine energy, please. You've won the lottery. Make a room for wonderment. Yeah, the masculines, again, stepping into their power, and the masculines stepping into a happier place, a more joyful place, and a place where they're really starting to appreciate and have more gratitude for everything that they have in their lives, including the feminine. Whereas they may have blamed the feminine a lot last year, or just sort of been in a lot of pain, they weren't able to see clearly because of their wounding. They are coming out of that energy and again, seeing very clearly now, stepping into their power. And as the masculine steps into their power, they're realizing they really won the lottery when it comes to this connection, when it comes to you. They're realizing that you are an absolute God-given gift, a God-granted gift. And they're no longer wanting to argue with God. They realize that by stepping away from you, when they're further away from the feminine, they're further away from God. They are. Feminines, you're getting a major arcana card. There's only 4 in this deck. You're getting the return, owning your mastery. So this is really beautiful. So while the Union energy is about planting the seeds of intention, mental energy, a lot of swords energy, the masculines are stepping into gratitude, okay? The masculines are stepping into joy again, because they didn't have a lot of that last year. And as the masculines step into this energy of gratitude and joy for 2021, the feminines are returning back. This is the return back to the connection. This is the return back. It's like the feminine this is the gift the feminine is giving to the connection. I've connected back to myself, and now I can return back to you, my masculine, because by returning to myself, I am returning to you. But you couldn't avoid returning to yourself. You couldn't, the universe would not let you detour and just return back to your masculine. The universe demanded you go through certain lessons, certain obstacles, certain defeats, certain triumphs, right? This is the hero's journey, that you met certain people along the way, that you healed certain beliefs or programs, that you lost certain things along the way, that you gained certain things around the way, including wisdom, including gratitude, including joy. So it's coming full circle for the feminines, and owning your mastery and realizing that you are you've risen. And as you've risen, feminine, you have come to this place of complete acceptance of all parts of this journey. Wow. Feminines, you have done it. You've really done it. You've gotten to this place of mastery of your thoughts, mastery of your beliefs, mastery of your reality. You are the master of your reality. You are drawing and magnetizing your counterpart back to you. So my battery is truly about to die. So I'm going to leave this incredible reading here. This was really a gift for me to be able to give this to you. This was literally pouring out of me tonight. So I hope you all enjoy this. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll be back with another reading soon. And again, please, if you didn't hear the first part of the reading, please do join us over on Patreon. I will have a link below each video from here on out. I am building, this is basically my backup, which I feel is very necessary right now because there's a lot of uncertainty going on in the tech world. And I want to ensure that we still have a platform and a place on which I can share these videos with you. So please join, become a member. It's a very nominal amount. $5, $10, or $25. It's really not a lot. I didn't want to ask for anything more. I may put a 4th or 5th tier on there for those who do wish to have more benefits. But I wanted to just start with those first 3 tiers. And if you have any questions, you can email me on that because, as I said, comments are off. But I hope to see you guys over there, and I hope that I can continue sharing these videos with you. And Patreon just feels like a very safe place to be able to really share truly from the heart and truly share authentically, because I want to share more about my private journey. I want to share more about how I've gotten to where I am so quickly on this journey. And I just want to share deeper things with you. And it's going to be in a more intimate setting over on Patreon. So for those of you who want more insight into my own journey, more insight into the healing work that I do, more insight, more videos, early access videos, and be able to have a community over there where I can actually really interact with you guys, which is offered on one of the tiers, then that is the place for you. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon, and take great care. Thank you again.